Hey everybody, this is going to be a little shorter tonight. I accidentally messed up my recording, but SPY starts as Doji inside week. Qs starts as Doji inside week. Dow Jones starts as inside week in red, closer to a 322. And you'll see maybe a slight kicking pattern tomorrow. We'll see. IDBM starts as closer to a 322 week as well. I believe they took last week's lows by a few pennies, so we'll see. Kind of sideways, a lot of stuff to start on the Strat Attack. We're going to see the healthcares 2 week down, confirming the month down from the top of the try. So they're having some issues. They did do some gap down buy to start, so they're closer to recovering. But the weakest ones are going to be CNC, which is a 3-2 quarter reversal pivot machine gun. You will have CNC, or CI, I mean. 3-2 reversal quarter as well. It is going into exhaustion risk, so we can wait and see. We got REGN. It's a little closer to recovering, but also 2-2 quarter off the highs. So we'll keep an eye on that with the healthcares being weak this week and on the month and quarter stuff. In the home builders, specifically, we see DHI with some problems, 2-2 week back down. What we want to be aware of is if they start reclaiming that, they might try and hammer it back up because home builders are very green on the year. But in the home builders, you can see there's some problems. They had some 2-2s to start the week, and you can see they finish off their levels of reclaim, which is your broadening formation. So now it's a matter of, does it stay down below these guys if they're going to try and go a little further, or do they try and recover that, go back to the highs? And we'll have to see. On the upside, it's a lot more definitive. Gold and silver, which we talked about in the previous weekend video. There it is. Boom. 2-2 week buy. What does that confirm on gold here? Confirms the quarter going up. Confirms the year 1312, which we pointed out up in here. 31% on gold for the boomers. We go to silver. Also mentioned the inside year up in here for the macro, and 32% there has been a lot higher. So you still got previous range to blow out shorts in silver. And you can see the quarterly macro video. Silver inside quarter confirms year, up they go. Triggered by 2-2 weeks, still good. And Strat Attack this week. So we'd like to see gold and silver keep going. Can tell you specific miners like WPM. If you recall, WPM, the 312 quarter to buy it, to cause the expansion of the broadening formation in here, which did take a little bit to get going, but up they go. And if we go to PAAS, you're going to see similarly a little bit stronger in there with the outside year coming back through previous range, and two up to start the week. Outside of that, maybe Nvidia, it's starting off pretty strong. You can see the monthly PMG, they finish them out, all-time highs. Personally, I don't want to buy it up in here. I'd rather see them come back in Rev Strat at this point. But they are up in there and break green to start the week compared to other things. And tomorrow we'll have the gappers, semis. ON will be gapping. It does have earnings next week, but potential 3-3 week if that follows through. TXN, potential 3-3 week gapping with news as well. And that tells you really all the semis, which SMH is flat for now, but we'll see, come tomorrow. Very stuck inside week at this point. But that's what we got on the Strat Attack tonight. As far as direction tomorrow is kind of, we'll see. We're going to play the gaps as we see them. There's been a lot of gappers today. So Philip Morris, you can see the big kicking pattern. You trap the shorts, you have the gap, kicking pattern back through a previous range, and they blow them out. So that was really cool. And we'll make sure to get that on continuation list. If we go to Lockheed Martin, a little bit of the opposite. Back through previous range, 1-2-2 Rev Strat, pivot machine gun of those guys. Big problems outside week Lockheed Martin. So that's a 3. We'd like to know about that. And there is some stuff that got deleted from the gap list because my computer had to restart it, like A-Lab, which is closer to 3-2 day, which would cause the inside week up, confirming the quarter Rev Strat. So A-Lab, 3-2 boom tomorrow would be the question. If we go to Oklo today, it did slightly triangle out some guys, but you got this nice green month, this nice green quarter, all that stuff. So we'd like to see them keep going there, and that's also going to be part of your uraniums, which did triangle out a bit. And outside of that, if we go to Bitcoin, it's closer to a 3-2-2 tomorrow. So I'd like to know about that if that breaks. And that will tell you things like coin. We'll see, slight soft Rev Strat. We go to MSTR, inside day. So that's still good from the Rev Strats in the Bitcoiners last week, which we all traded on Lotto Friday. If we go to things like Riot, outside day bullish, expansion to the upside, closing higher. So we'd like to see another 3-2 continuation. And this is from Twitter specifically. We mentioned the 2-2 monthly on Twitter, and potentially, could be a double from where we're sitting right now even. So we'll keep an eye on that. And that tells you things like Mara, same thing, CLSK. same type of deal. So we'll keep an eye on the Bitcoiners and see what goes on tomorrow, if we get the 322 or not. That being said, I don't got too much else for you guys tonight. We're going to stick to the gaps, the Strat Attack, things that are moving, and we'll go from there. So adios and have a good rest of your night.